Go techie.
Oh, man, is it ever. The connected home, that's what we're talking about this morning. Move aside, George Jetson, the home of the future, has arrived, and it's making lives simpler, easier, and smarter. From smart thermostats to devices that will never make you wonder if you've turned off your curling iron. Got that problem all the time.
Yeah.
We have Erwin Levy here this morning with Verizon Wireless to tell us more about some of these connected devices.
Yes.
Erwin, this really has changed things. I haven't gone as far as some of these devices, but I did get a thermostat. Actually, let's start with this first. They didn't have this when I was buying my Honeywell connected thermostat. Nest kind of changed things. They came out with this smart thermostat, and now the game is on, and there are some great products coming up. This may be one of my favorite right now. I've read about this before. Tell me about this new Honeywell.
So one of the things that makes this Honeywell great is that it is, as Nest made things smart, this starts making things smarter.
Smarter. This is really cool.
Yeah, and it knows when you're not even at home. So for example, when you're leaving work, it knows when you're leaving. It'll calculate the time it takes you to get home, and it'll turn on your thermostat for when you get home to make sure you're comfortable.
So not only is it not, are you not setting and messing with days and times, and you know, we're busy people. Our lives change from day to day. What you basically tell the thermostat is, hey, when I leave work, that's when I want you to turn on the heat. When I leave the house or when I get to work, I want you to turn the heat down or maybe turn the AC up, right, to save while you're not there. And if you have to come home early or stay home late, that's all right, because the thermostat knows you're still there, and it's not going to change the temperature until the house is empty.
Until you need it.
It's really thoughtless. I mean, you just set it, and that's it. And then you can of course still control it with your app or tablet if you'd like. This I love as well, because the connected home has moved to the garage, but unlike the thermostat where we're replacing a device, I don't actually need to get a connected garage door opener, replace the whole system to get into some of this. Tell me about this.
Well, with this one, you can use your existing garage door opener. It's a module that you add on to it. And I don't know how many times, for example, when I leave the house, I will watch the garage door go down, drive out of my driveway, and question, did I close the garage door?
3 o'clock every morning. I've actually ridden around the block to make sure, because it is such a thoughtless, quick little movement, but you certainly don't want your garage open while you're not at home.
And you could also remotely open if somebody needs to get in to borrow your lawnmower or do some repair when you're not home. You could remotely open it and then remotely close it again, and it gives you alerts if it's opened without your knowledge.
Maybe your kids need to come home early, they forgot their key. You can open the garage, and you can get a notification to say, maybe they're using their phone to open the garage. You can get a notification that says the garage door's open, then it closes. You know when they come home. It's great because it works with existing garage door openers. That's how this works. This is not a whole replacement system. It's an add-on, which makes it very much less expensive than it would be to replace the entire garage door system. The connected home also now moves to light switches and light bulbs. Belkin has really done well with these Wemo switches.
Yeah, now these are the switches that allow you, the bulbs I should say, that allow you to, really time. You were talking about coming home late. So if you don't work that consistent schedule, but you don't want to come home to a dark house, before you leave or on your way home, you turn on your light bulb so you come home to some light, or if you see, if you're out in the yard or whatever and it starts getting dark, you can turn on the light. And you can set timers, you can control the brightness, you want to set a mood, you can have it turn on. So it's 50% bright or 80. But I would use this, for example, outside my front porch. If I normally come home during the daylight, I'm working late one night, I can turn on the light, so I'm coming home to, to not a dark house. I'm coming home to something bright, and I can see where I'm going, and it's secure.
It's a peace of mind. If you're on vacation, you can turn your lights on and off as if someone was living at home without you actually being there. That's almost a security feature. And you can do some geofencing setup with this as well through the Belkin website.
And you could also combine these with other, like the cameras and the other motion sensors to get combined events. When the camera detects motion, turn on a light bulb.
Turn on the light bulb. A whole big system there. All these products available through Verizon Wireless, of course. They'll help you set them up and make sure they're working as you head out the door. So visit Verizon Wireless in a Central Arkansas location. All right, when we come back, another look at